Why'd you want to start doing stand-up comedy?
Unmitigating ego and a desire to be loved.
All right. I think maybe that's why we all do it.
Because I remember like when I was a kid, like pretending I was like in the Power Rangers and shit like that.
Like you always wanted that creative outlet. Right?
I want to say yes, but I would be lying. I always wanted that attention.
Gotcha.
That's what it is. I mean, ultimately. Like, I just wanted people to see me doing stuff.
What the hell's wrong with us?
A lot. There's a lot wrong with us. There's a lot, man. I had been doing, I've been writing for years, acting in like movie and film and everything like that. And then I had a friend that was just like, hey, you should, it seemed like a natural progression.
Yeah. How was Hawaii, brother?
Honestly,
I can't get to Pawtucket. You're going to Hawaii. What's wrong with this picture, brother?
The main focus is we want to know how Eric did
Check,
Hawaii.
1, 2, check.
Your best and worst memories of doing stand-up.
Like I had one night, I did a bachelor party. The bachelor was so drunk, he literally was sexually assaulting me. So I have to hold him at bay.
You're trying to tell jokes while keeping a man
literally,
off your
I
genitals.
literally had to hold. You remember like when you were a little kid and like your little brother was like, "Ah," and you would hold his head back? That's what I had to do to this guy.
So now your best memory doing stand-up.
Like the first time I did an hour.
Yeah.
Like I did an hour of talking, and it
I
was
wish I
interesting.
I wish I had an hour.
I don't have an hour. I do not have an hour of material. But I had an hour. I was interesting enough to talk for an hour, and people listen. My writing process is chaotic at best. Like I'll just in the car, I'll have my recorder on, and I'll just talk. And then some nights, like tonight at the open mic, I'm gonna inevitably I'm gonna run out of stuff I want to talk about, and then I'm just gonna ask for someone to give me something to talk about.
Yeah.
If you're talking to somebody in the crowd, and you can bring that into a bit you've already crafted, that already works, because they think it's just off the cuff.
Yeah.
And it works it makes you that much more professional looking.
So tell me a little bit about your podcast that you do.
It's called The Came From Another Podcast. It's on the Corrupt Audio Network. We talk about horror movies, but it's not just horror movies. It's very pop culture-y.
Yeah.
We have a lot of fun.
But the general theme is horror movies.
Yeah. We do a trope of horror like every episode. So like we did an episode all about like zombies.
Yeah.
So like we talked about like what's our favorite type of zombie.
Yeah.
And then we ended up talking about Weekend at Bernie's too.
Yeah,
because that's a zombie movie.
I was gonna say that's sort of zombie.
No, it is a zombie movie. It's voodoo zombie, but it's still a zombie movie.
Yeah. Or have there been recently at any point like big shows that you've just been like crazy nervous for? Or?
Oh God, yeah. But like I thrive on being nervous. Like I need to build. If I feel like I have better sets when I build myself up to like a certain level of nervous. Where it's like, where when I get on stage, my brain shuts down and it's all instinct. Because it's when I let my brain start thinking about shit, it's not funny anymore.
Yeah.
But when I just go, when I'm just running down the street, it's because I don't run.
So you're saying so you're not a marathon runner?
No.
I'm shocked to hear that. So it's like where is that balance of you want to be nervous because you want to actually give a shit about the show versus I don't want to be so nervous that I'm just like a buffoon up there.
No,
you know
it's here, right here for me. Like this is my like happy, nervous.
And
zone.
if it goes any higher, you're fucked.
I'm fucked.
Yeah.
I'm fucked. I'm vomiting. And I mean, it's all mental. It's all.
I can stay in my living room, do my set at here for like 8 people tonight because the Pats are playing, or do a show in front of 8 gazillion people. It doesn't. It's the same shit. It's the same material. So the only difference is battling yourself mentally. It's weird that we want to do this. People hate public speaking, and we're like, all right, we have. I feel like I have to now.
Yeah. What's the difference between comics between other people? The difference, in all honesty, is that we are the perfect balance between absolute egomaniacs and having zero self-worth. At the end of the day, comedy's not funny. And the perfect analogy I've ever seen is the difference between a comedian and someone who loves comedy is that someone who loves comedy, like if you're in a theater of 1,000 people, a comedian is the only one facing the wrong way.
The person who loves comedy, they just get to enjoy it.
Yeah.
So I do think it is fun, but it's also extremely stressful. It's one of the most stressful things I've ever tried.
It's heroin. That's exactly what it is.
Comedy's heroin, ladies and
Comedy's
gentlemen.
heroin. You
Get
get
involved.
that high. Yeah, really. Come on.
There's a bump and
Everyone's
sticker.
doing it. But no, it is. Because what happens is you get the laugh, and then you're like, oh, that was nice.
Yeah.
And then you have to try and get that laugh again, but you can't get it the same way. You have to work harder to get it. There's a lot of comics that don't do that. But like that's what it is. I need to have it so badly that I just have to like subject myself to it no matter what's going on.
What the hell did I get myself into? I can't get out now. Now I can't
It's not
get
even that
out.
you can't get out. It's that you don't want it. It's the best thing to ever ruin my life.